What's up, guys? This is Jim with JWM Photo and Archetype Aperture. Let's talk about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is taking over the world by storm. AI is taking over the world by storm. As far as content creators are concerned, there's a lot of our programs, a lot of our tools that we use are being integrated now with ChatGPT or AI. From Photoshop to Adobe Audition and Lightroom, it's making our jobs as editors and photographers much easier, and videographers, to be honest with you, as well as the podcasters out there of the world. If you use Premiere Pro to edit your videos and you need a transcript for your video, all you have to do is there's an AI that will actually generate a transcript for your show. Not always do we have the time or the money to generate a transcript for our show. Plus, when you close caption and when you add a transcript to your videos, it actually helps the search engine to find your video and to find keywords inside your video, which is helpful for SEO and other things of that nature. What I want to talk about today is the ChatGPT website and apps. I've done this before and I talked about this on a podcast, but I wanted to make a video and show you what I came up with. The very first question I asked: how to take a good photo with a mirrorless camera. And these are some of the answers that it gave me. 1, understand your camera. 2, composition. 3, lighting. 4, focus and depth of field. 5, white balance. 6, ISO. 7, shutter speed. 8, using manual mode. 9, experiment with lenses. And finally, number 10 was post-processing. I didn't come up with any of these bullet points, but behind each one of these bullet points is a description of what they're talking about, which is very coherent. It's actually quite good. I'll give you a couple. Lighting. Good lighting is essential for great photo. Natural light is often preferred, so shooting outdoors or position your subject near a window, pay attention to the direction and quality of light to create dimension and mood in your photos. If shooting in low light conditions, consider using a tripod to avoid camera shake. I didn't come up with that. From what I understand, this AI uses and pulls information from what other users have input into it in the past. The one thing that I disagree with, or not so much disagree with, but I believe should have a hyphen behind it, is the white balance. If you're shooting raw, which is something they didn't talk about, it really doesn't matter what color settings, what white balance settings that you're using, because none of that matters. It's going to be a raw photo and you can adjust all of that one way or the other in your Premiere Pro, your Lightroom, your Photoshop, whatever the program that you're editing your photo or your video in. So again, with video, it may be a bit different. You might like to shoot and get the shot right color-wise and exposure-wise in camera instead of dealing with it in post, which some people like to shoot raw as they possibly can and as bland as they possibly can in camera, and then they like to add in post, which is the way I like to do things. ChatGPT is pretty cool, right? That was actually really good. If I had to do a presentation or make a video about how to shoot a good photo with a mirrorless camera, if I was lost or had a roadblock, I could just do this and I could come up with something that was pretty spot on. And this stuff doesn't change. This stuff does not really change from day to day. It is what it is. It's like math. Camera math is translatable to any camera, any situation, and it never changes. No matter what system you're using, no matter what camera you're using, or it just doesn't matter because it never changes. The ISO, the aperture, the shutter speed, those 3 things, lighting, composition, those things, so basically those 5 things, that would have even made for a great presentation. What do you think about ChatGPT and AI as it relates to creatives? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. And if you're feeling froggy, give this video a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys and I look forward to seeing you again. See you.